최대한 돼. 그래.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Aura speaking. Welcome to Hikvision MEA Open Course episode 35. Till now, we already delivered for the 34 courses already in the topic, including for the CCTV and the non-video, and we will bring some new things for you as well, like LED at this week. Please keep following with us. Hello everyone, welcome to the Hikvision MEA Open Course episode 35. And same as previous rules, please use your mobile phone, the camera, scan the QR code. And as we checking for the previous credit into account, already our team is working on that. The signs for the EP28 till last one. So starting from the end of this week, we will dispatch for the points to your account accordingly. Thank you for your patience and waiting. And let's start for today's content. For today, our content is talking about for the Hikvision POE Face Recognition devices. So for the devices, it's not strange for us already, as of course we know about the devices as this one already promoting at the market for a long time. So we call this as the POE face recognition devices. So it must be something different. So let's check. And maybe probably already hear about the models like the 342, the hot selling one, the 341C, the big capacity, and this time we will bring the devices. And before you see the material, we call it 344. But this time we bring the demo for you already. This is quite compact, just like my hand, similar size, but the most important thing for that is we using for the aluminum alloy, so means for the mantle design. So compared to the previous one, we using the plastic one. So this weight and healthy, yeah, it's provide a good feeling. And for the compact design, you can put on the door next to the door. So the narrow design suitable for that. All right. So according to the topic, we can find this today. We are going to say about 344, 342, and fingerprints terminal as well for the 808. So highlight for the Hikvision Memo POE. Before my introductions, all right, we leave for a minute. So think about it for the Hikvision product. What's the highlighted features? Or for this kind of the face recognition terminals, what is attractive as the service provider, no matter the installer or the dealer, when we choosing the devices, so what is our concern or finding that? And the first, for the devices, no matter in the daytime or in the nighttime, we hope that it can be working as no matter which kind of the light scenarios. And secondly, the speed, yeah. Because for the high volume, like employee at morning when we do the check-in offices, we want to recognize fast. Besides, for the security considerations, for example, for the fraud picture, we cannot use the photo, like hold my photo, to verify. No, the device will detect is the true human and what everything else. So we can have a look about the things we consider that. The first, in the any environment, no matter in the daytime or in the nighttime, and the top level for the face imaging anti-spoofing. So picture is not working, and even for the video, it's not working. So this need to be the true human. As we can see from the camera design, there's two cameras. You see, 1 and 2. So analysis, this is the two element for the three-dimensional, right? And manage and operate. So that means we can add the devices, everything now, almost all the product lines we can add on the platform for the using. So we call it all in one, no matter for the Hike Connect, for the person mode, for the team mode, and on the Hike Central Professionals. We can add it devices on the platform and manage it together under the access control model. And extensive functions like via a control. So yes, we can. Do you feel it's familiar for the devices working with the indoor station? Actually, if the customer that insists or they prefer to use that as the door station, it can play a part of the role as the road station as well. And some of the customers say, can we use that to be thinking away as a card reader, for example? I buy the devices and hire controllers, so using that to verify card number. Yes, of course, it's always working, no problem. So it has extensive functionality by just one devices. This is about product. So as we see, LNE already recognized in the any environment, even in the nighttime. In the nighttime, as we check the performance for that, it's very fast, can detect. And we remove the paper in front of the people, it can detect it as well, right? So the high accuracy and for the balance for the using. And for the top level security, so like people host one pictures, or today I just ask the colleagues help me to take 10 attendance. It's not working because as we see, we have these two cameras. They can detecting and looking to try. This is not a true human. All right. And manage and operate on the Hike Connect. Yes, the Hike Connect can call the devices accordingly. So, for example, we can on the devices, we can choose to call. Later in the demo part, we will show you how to make the linkage and the setting with the Hike Connect. So means this is the one fixing install in the fifth position. And for the user, use the Hike Connect even going out for the anywhere, but for the remotely, you give the answer give the open for the door, it will be working. And the meanwhile, it has the live view of the camera and remotely access control top of the door and import event lock. It's working. And if we one day we want to change one on the owner, or we want to unlink for the application account, it's also working no problem. And extensibilities with the ISAP 5.0, the multiple location time attendance management will be easier than the flexible, so has the more flexibility. And for the product, this time we bring the new things for you. Yeah, this one is for the hot selling module 342. You're done it already. And we call it has the upgrade. So upgrade for which version? Like we saw, this is for the E-1. So the -E1, according to the devices from this backside for these boxes, we can show you, have a look for that for one moment. Yeah, this is for the box, as we know. For this one I'm using for the white, similarly like the laptop, for my laptop, and it's not too heavy. When we do the unboxing inside, we will find the devices and some accessory parts, like the screw, like the connector, like the adapter for the power charging. But as we already call it PoE, so for the PoE battery, we can use it connecting to the PoE switch. So that will keep it easier for the devices. As we see, this is the boxing. We unboxing that. This is the 4342 and E1 version. E1 version means for the PoE and can connecting with the devices with the PoE switch to give the power on. After the power on, we can do the setting accordingly. So just use the screw to unscrew for the backside of this camera and to insert the network cable. Or actually, I tried, you can insert the cable directly, but for take it out, you need to remove for the cover. Well, so this is the devices, and so they remember that this is the verse 342, the E1 version. And Hikvision product naming rule, the E1, the -E1 means POE version for the face recognition terminal. So this is 342, 30342. And inside the box, you will find something else, like accessory parts, like for the installation, you need a screw. And for the guidance book, so I'll find some sticker and cable for the cable, yeah. And for the power adapter, we also have that. So this is the one what we have decided for the productions for the River 2. So we called it upgrade because we upgraded the previous version from the River 2 to the River 2-E1. And it has for the touchable screen. Why is touchable? Actually, this is not a new functions for the product, and most of this kind of the product we have for the touch screen. But in the following one, when we introduce for the pin fingerprint terminal, that screen is for the visible for us checking information only. So that one is not touchable. But for the face recognition terminal, it's using like a smartphone. So it's touchable and can be used. And the model, the capacity, let's have a look for the capacity for 1,500 fingerprint 3,000. For card type, is supporting for the Pelican, MEA card and EM. So this one, we can do the finding it to figure it out according to the naming rule. For example, it means the naming rules including for the M. So that means for the supporting for the MEA card. Card capacity keeps same as the fingerprint for 3,000. And I'll be adding for the event as well, supporting for the mask detection, but you need to turn on that options. For the communications, we can choosing for the internet, for the Wi-Fi, RS-45, and we can input and USB. For the protection level, it's supporting for the IP65, and the following is a language that is supported. So POE version, real cost answer for the -E1, the E1 version means for the POE. And this is our new friend for it belongs to the value series, but the capacity is satisfied for the channel market as well. You see, for this one, the thing difference for that is it has aluminum alloy design. So this is the fundamental. Later, when we do the demo parts, we will show you by the smartphone as well. So it also has some heavy text. For the size comparison compared to the 342, here it is. So 344 and 342. And from the front and the side, this is a plastic cover and this is a metal. The size, the 344 is much more smaller and it's compact, so easy for the installation near to the door. And even it's for the narrow for that. See the comparison for that. So it's a little narrow and smart and small compared to the 342. For the back side, it's obvious for that. The plastic, the metal. So this is our product. But if you see for the naming rules, no matter for this 344 or the 342, it's in with the -E1, means these two devices is supporting for the POE function as well. And the same as the 342E1 version, this 344 series supporting for the IP65 as well. So supporting for the alarming or out or for the flexible linkage, the touchable button, physical button for video intercom, and supporting for the AP mode as well. These devices I got that yesterday, and when I active for the devices, actually I didn't turn the manual firstly. Firstly, when I get a device, it's power on by the POE, the page automatically jump to the IP mode. So I use my mobile phone to search for the Wi-Fi of the devices, and I can enter for the web page for the mobile web. So that configurations will be much more easier. Yeah, some customers prefer using the mobile phone because for the finger configuration on the smartphone, it's much more easier. Or for the locally, it's also no problems. It's just to provide one more choices. Okay, thanks. So compared to the previous one, the face capacity increased for the double time for the 3,000 faces, and the card type is supporting for the identify card and EM card. But card capacity and the fingerprint capacity for event capacity keep at the same at 342, no matter for the E1 or not E1 version. Power supply we supporting for the 12 voltage and or the POE. It's for the choosable, no worries. So this is the one for the 344. So this is the true feeling for the size for the 344 and 342. This is the size comparisons. And for the feeling, yeah, or the size for you for the this aluminum alloy, it's good. For my feeling, it's good. And then now, again, before we're talking about for the face recognized terminal, now this one is for the fingerprint terminal, the fingerprint. So people need to have finger, right? And for the 8005 and 808, the B version, so supporting for the 3000 fingers without a card. And it keeps same as the previous 342 and 344, but the event will reduce some. Like previously, it's supporting for the how much? It's 150,000. So this is for 100,000 only for A1. And this is the screen. It has the screen, but just to show you the information. So this one is non-touchable. It's a non-touch screen. And but actually, it's also supporting for the web configuration as well. If we want our user for the 320 or the 321, the same. For that one, we can configure on the smartphone. So on the smartphone, because this is especially for the AP mode, why we call it to configure on the smartphone. Because for this one, for the smart recognized terminal, it's okay. No matter on the devices or the smartphone, configure is easy. But if we put or input information by the physical button, so it will cost us some time. So people can prefer if we can, like manage and control and even checking for the informations by the web, that will be much more better. For the battery support as well, support for the AP mode, so the AP mode. All right, this is for the comparisons for these three products. And this is the pictures, and we can see for the capacities for all the finger and friends supporting for the 3000, and dimensions has little differences. So this one for the 344 is the smallest one. The comparisons we showed already, and for the screen size also has the differences. Well, for the resolution, temper glasses, and appearance design, alarm POE. Yeah, so for this one, for the 342, these two face recognition terminals we're supporting for the POE functions. And actually, we no need for this button as long as it is support. But yeah, sometimes we just for the touch people using that will be okay. And for intuitive configurations and using. So this is the mobile web. When we go inside, go in turn for the web client, we can check the informations. Yeah, suppose later we can try to restore the devices back to the factory setting. So back to the factory setting, we active that. We can show you so the AP modes for that. By the way, for the new customers who join us, please remember to use your smartphone. Your smartphone scan the QR code. On every page, the QR code will be same, but if you scan and you have the HPP, so that after the session, we will summarize the name list and provide to our marketing team to update them to create the points into account. But we know and we really precise for the previously, maybe due to the system operating and it will some of the episode sessions, it has some pending. But science for the end of this week was starting and accordingly updated for the HPV points as well. Thank you very much. For the model support for the AV mode, it's listed below. For the web configurations. So the web is like the Wi-Fi devices give out the application Wi-Fi, and using the smartphone to connect to the network, then it will auto jump to the devices to check it. But one thing is, if we turn on for the AP mode, then if you already connected your devices to the Wi-Fi, like the office Wi-Fi, which is some method from the router, the Wi-Fi will be disconnected. And when we turn on the AV mode, the Wi-Fi will be disconnected, and use your smartphone to connect to the AP, the network submitted from the devices. Okay, thanks. So for support from the activation and the configurations on the mobile phone. So this is the very, very initial and basic requirements. Because we get it, we want to start using it very fast. And if we can using our existing mobile phone and checking information, that will be much more better. I activate it, finish some configurations, and add to my Hike Connect. So finally, I get the devices, do the installations on the website. You see that? Do the installation. All things can be done just within around 10 minutes. It's much more easier. So for the search in the event record on the mobile web is also fine, and for the multi-door control and the personal management. And even on the for the time attendance, some customers maybe have a scenario or the requirement for the time attendance. So we can use that as well. So especially for these models, no matter for 320, 321, and this 808, we say for this device is without for the touchbar screen. So for the physical button, we will input the information that will be quite difficult. So this web page for the mobile app configurations will be much more helpful for the user who using in that kind of scenarios to the setting and the configuration. Okay, thank you. And this is the session for the question and answer for the Q&A session. If you have any doubts or the questions, please type down in the chat box. We have online team will be with you and we will answer for the questions. And by the way, for the new joiners, customers, welcome. This is Avera speaking from Hikvision based in Dubai. And this is the Hikvision MEA Open Course episode 35. So please use your smartphone, the camera, just the camera, scan the QR code. And if you have the HPP, after the jump, it will redirect you to the HPP applications. If you are the new user who didn't have the HPP, so you can choose to fill in the information on the web page on the browser, or you can consider to download one HPP. The HPP has a lot of functions. This question leaves to you for the explorer. Like you can do the comparisons for the product, to get the latest information, like earn some point, redeem the gift, and also asking for the code, asking for some online support, like the reset password, such kind of things. You can use the HPP. Okay. For the questions, okay, besides our online team, we are doing the question typings. So we are going to go ahead for the demo presentation part. So after the demo part, if you still have some questions, I will go inside to the page to checking as well. So after the demo part, we will go again to our familiar sessions for the quiz. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So now it is the time for the POE Face Recognition live demo. For the live demo, actually, we already have for these devices. Today, we are just using a new one, the 344, for the demo test, because 342, you're already very familiar to that. And actually, for the order menu, or the setting, the design, logic, it's the same. It's the same, but we just want to show you the demo on this new one, this compact one. As we see on the back side of the devices, I already removed the cover and insert the cable. So by the connecting to the POE, it started working. So what's the performance for that? Then let me to check and to connecting by my smartphone. I should share my smartphone view and do giving for the demo. One moment. Thank you. Now I'm using my phone to starting for the live streaming. Okay. Okay, this is my camera. And this is a device is how it looks like. You can feel my hand is not very big. So for this device, it's quite for the compact design. And for the cameras, we can find when after we activate that, we need to do some settings. for the do some settings. So what kind of the setting? But firstly, who can use the devices and how to set in the admin? So this is the one if we're using PC, this shows authenticate via face. This is like as long as the terminal connected to the lock. So after my face is verified and is connecting by the lock, so the door will be open for me. So now if I scan for my face, it will show Vera because I already pre-input my information into the systems. So it will input. So the thing is, if I as the admin, I want to do the setting for the devices, how to do that. For the long pressing, we will find there's an icon for the finger on that, just the right side, right or left side. They will be authenticated by the admin. So you can choose by the face, by card, by the fingerprint. I choose by face. After scanning my face, I going to go inside for the static page. Okay, so we can check it one by one. So for the access control, if you have experience to learning about Hikvision, HTC access control courses, the first chapters will bring three basic elements. So what's the element for access control? The first, who will access? And the second, access where? So we access is the door, so access which door? And the third, at what time? If people can every day or anytime go there, some scenarios not like that. So will be like this. So firstly, we can choose or the setting by the person. For the scenarios, if like not too much, like in the SMB scenarios, not too many people, we can collecting all the informations by the device directly because we can collecting for the face by camera, we can collecting by the fingerprint, by this attached to zone, even we can contact for the card using the card put on that and to detect the card number. Okay, so after the time, we need to verify for my face as well. For the long pressing. Okay, we go again for the demo part. This is for the person. So click on the person, we can as the plus to add in the new people informations, input for the ID, name, face, because the advantage for that, for using the device to take, the thing is we can get in the information directly. And if we say I prefer to import all the information into the Excel sheet and upload online in one click, and I collect all the photos and upload it for one click. I don't like it to collect it one by one. It's also no problems. It's also kind of the way. So we just provide them one more choices. So like just a photo to wizard, we can put for the ID, name, face, do the face to checking, to collecting the face, collecting the camera. Okay, and the card. If we click on the card, +1, and if we have the card, the physical card, put on it, here, this region will automatically detect for the card number. And after that, we click on OK. To add the card and the fingerprint scheme, to put your fingerprint in the related regions, for example, like this, to get the fingerprint shows for the edit. So all the information that you want to add in, you can put that here. And the thing is, for the person type, we can choose whether he's the basic person or the visitor or the blacklist. And for some customize the type 1, 2, 3, customized by you. So to define the peoples, who is the people and what type of the person. So this is a part information about the person. And definitely, after we get the person, we need to have the door. We have the where the person we're going to pass. So this is we need going to the access control part. For access control setting, the terminal, we go in here and find terminal authentication mode for one single credential. The single credential is just below the choices, no matter for the face, fingerprint, card, PIN code. Yeah, any one of the credential. Or you would like to make it more securities, for example, avoid someone will take the attendance or the pass using other people's card. You can choose for the multiple choices to take them out for the terminal setting. And the grader setting, we can choose for the single or the method as well. So manually trigger the authentication by the face. So we can turn on it for the manually triggered, or we can turn off it. So for by default, by the way, for the Hikvision, these face recognition terminals for the numerals, the K1T, yeah, you find for all our devices, no matter for the K1T 342, 342 POE version, and the 344, or they starting with the K1T. It's not for the K1A. K1A, we also have the related devices, but that one, it's not for the but for that is not for the face recognition terminals. That one is using for the attendance. For the attendance devices cannot connect to the lock. So different naming rule, we will have the different devices. Okay, we are back. So attention please, for the face recognition terminal, starting with this the K1T. And this is the first record for the M means what? This is the one we just connecting before. It's inside for the MIFARE card, right? For the MIFARE card. And for the F is easy for the guessing, the fingerprint, if it has fingerprint version. And the W means if you can connect into the Wi-Fi. Yeah, not all the devices by default can be connected to the Wi-Fi. We need to do the setting. This setting menu is under the communication. So again, we can run pressing and verify go inside. If you say, okay, I don't want to I want to make it longer for the setting. Okay, no problems. Depends on the user's habit. So this is for the access control. Like that's finished the introduction for this part. We can turn on for the NFC card as well, the card, and we can choose to keep the encryptions. So for the authentication intervals, the result display, the password mode, it's a platform password mode, or by the devices set personal. Because if we added devices, for example, add your team members on the Hike Connect under the team mode. So you can use in the platform to generate and give out for the pin code personal pin. Or you can choose for the device set personal pin. So this is the descriptions. You can choose which one you like to follow visuals. And the door content is usually if you choose the door is remain closed. The normal devices or the lock in the general scenarios, but choose to keep closed as our options. And open durations, how long times, how many seconds. This is for access control to the lock. And we go back again to checking for the other menu. After staying. So before we are packing for the devices setting the communication ways, we have the module ways, like the wired cable. Yeah, the wired cable. Actually, yeah, it also can be not only for the PoE power supply, but it has the network. Of course, it have the network as well. So not only for the electricity power. So the system setting, if we go to the communication, supporting for the wired, for the Wi-Fi, yeah, now I'm connecting to the, if I enable for the Wi-Fi, so it can connect to the Wi-Fi. And connected to the Wi-Fi, you can choose to turn on for the Hike Connect. And using your Hike Connect, click on the plus and scan the QR code on the here. Here's the QR code, or you can find the bigger one on the box of the devices to find it. So for the network connecting, where the Wi-Fi RS-45 to be connecting the peripherals like the card reader. Or the WGAN to choose to enable the WGAN for the direction input. I stop Hike Connect AP mode. So Hike Connect, yeah, this is the Hike Connect QR code. So if I make the devices online into the network and also I input for the verification code, I can add the devices to my account accordingly and manage it online. And by the way, for this AP mode, if we turn on the AP mode, it will like the mobile phone to detect to find the Wi-Fi. So for the devices, if the first time when we active the devices, we will 100% to find it. Now it's like 5-1. So let me check to try to connect this to the mode for that. So the passcode, it will be the admin password. What is the password? Here, give us the clue. This is the mode and this is the admin password. It's not like ADMINTASSWRD, not like this. Remember, for the devices, what we set for the admin password. So let me try. Connect it to the device AP. After loading the Wi-Fi, they ask me your custom password. So I put 1, 2, 1. What's the number? And wait for some time. Hello everyone, here's Vera speaking. I find the questions before why I can using the Zoom because I using the Zoom, I using my smartphone and connecting to the our office Wi-Fi and office Wi-Fi we can rely for the Zoom sharing. But now why disconnected? And that means it's a successfully. Hello, can you hear me, please? Actually, the thing is, I just want to show the AP mode for you as well. So this is will be the AP mode. Give me 1 second. I will be back soon for the connecting. The office meets a little network issue. 1 moment. Hello. Yeah, welcome yourself back. Sorry for the disconnecting because before I will see for the my sharing because for the photo, uh, I try to connect. This is a successfully connected to the mode for the AP mode. It's just because I already connected to the AP mode. So my phone, which is using for sharing screen to you, and it's changing to the device's Wi-Fi, so I cannot use it for the live streaming anyway. But the thing is, you already see that on my setting and checking for these informations, yeah, we can find the devices and we can connect in that. Okay, I saw myself. It's so weird. Okay. All right, now we cannot find it anyway because we already turned off for the AP mode. If it's find, so this is the way you got it. If you find it, yeah. If I connect into the AP, so that means this smartphone will lose the network again because it's using the device's Wi-Fi. I can't go into the web page again, so to do the configuration. So maybe if I have the second phone, I can use that connecting to show you for the demo as well. But this is the operation steps. You can just select the ways. I will go to 1 moment. We can go to the setting, like the long pressing, like to one side, and check my face, my big face. Okay. Go to the setting, communication, find the AP mode. To turn on that, and yeah, use using a smartphone to find the Wi-Fi into the device password, then you can go inside. To find that is totally same as the one we show in the presentations. Okay, this is for the AP for the communications. And the second for the basic, like sun, time, sleep durations. Like sleep durations, why? Every time I need to re-verify this after some time. Because for the time duration is short. So maybe I can put it as for the 300 seconds for the 5 minutes. So it will be good. It's easier for the demo choices. You can choose a language. By the way, for the language, for the time zones, when you activate the devices, you can choose and check it accordingly. And the communities, A, community, building, and unit. So what is that? It should be the information of the real intercom, but why it appears inside this specific modern terminal appears in access control devices? So this question really to think about it. So following we will introduce with the intercom informations at next week. So we will bring the answer back. Okay, why for the access control? We have the city name, like the community number, building number, units number. So for the devices of the access control. All right, for the basic information and the biometric. To remember, we say for the devices, for 344, 342 is supported for the mask detecting. For the mask, we can go to the downstairs for the mask setting. Turn on it. By default is turn on, and we can choose for the percentage of this setting. Okay, we can do that. This is for the face related setting. Biometric. And preference, the short key. The short key, we turn on for the password, the keyword, and the phone. All time we can choose to call what? On the wall. No, center, app. The app, I believe that you already guessed it. This app is for the Connect app. Means on the devices, if I turn on for this call, let's go back to the previously setting. So this is the shortcut, like the QR code and the call. So if I call, it's keep on the calling failed. Why? Because I didn't add the devices to the app and into the app account. So it does not call home. So configure that, and if I click on that, if I add it to my for the smartphone, so that will be much more easier. Yeah, that will be much more easier. For the verify by the face. Okay, we can go to see the last one, last presentations of the data. The system setting, the preference and the password, yeah, to change the password or set it for the security questions. As we see, for this kind of information settings, we can do its setting during the activation for devices. When you insert the keyboard to this device, you will find avoid the result. It will little to connect to the AP mode and finish all the static by this smartphone. So it's quite easy. Reserve images, so you can see some basic informations. And the password, this is the next one. All right, for the data, we can import, export, and delete the data. This is unique to all devices to detect the USB flash drive. So for the USB flash drive, we can find it. Where is it? Yeah, here. You see this part. We can remove for this cover and insert for the USB. So daily we will cover it in case the dust or the dirty that go inside. This for the data informations. And maintenance, like your devices information about the basic information. Suppose if you want to find the help from the Hikvision or your service provider, you can find the information on the give to your service provider. And the capacities you show, how many is the full and at present, how many you consume. So this is to can help you to find if the devices need to get one more or it's still enough. Device upgrade for the firmware upgrade, so we can choose online or the by USB. To download inside USB, insert to do the local upgrade, or if it's connected on Yasmin, we can do the online upgrade as well. For the user manual always also we have the path. This for the 342, but the same for the 344. Inside of the path, we will have this user manual, the information. So finally, we can choose to restore to the factory setting, the default setting, or the reboot. This is all the information talking about for the face recognition terminals. And HVC is very easy for using. And why the time is shown for the 8 p.m. already? Because when I activate the devices, I didn't change for the time zone. It's for the GMT 8+8. It's our China time at this present. But now I'm in Dubai and show this demo for you. And thank you for watching. If you have any doubts or questions about the devices, yeah, hello, we are back. I just unmuted myself. Okay, welcome to Hikvision MEA Open Course episode 35. And we can see today's topic is about POE Face Recognition terminals. If you have any questions, please type down in the chat box, and our team will reply you online. We just finished for the part of the demo. Let me do a quick review. And by the time, during the time, if you have the questions or doubts, please type them in the chat box. And meanwhile, let's take a quick review for today's content. And we can see for Hikvision, the face recognition terminals, we have the features for the super fast and to use in any environment. It can be connected. We have the anti-scoping and not using a photo to open that. And besides, for the product we take it today, the new brand, we call this guy is for the 344, using this aluminum alloy for this one. The small compact and easy for the using, and especially good tip for that is for the AP mode. So when you do the AP mode, you don't like what I'm operating. If you want to download to your customers, then make sure another phone. Yeah, one phone to using for the live streaming, another one like it to connecting. So the live streaming will not be interrupted. Okay, for this 344, those ones 342, these two are unique. For the dash E phone, the name arrow following by the dash E phone means these two devices were supporting for the POE. Okay, and please scan the QR code. This is the final code. Please scan the QR code and to check in. Because if you're using the smartphone mobile phone, scan the QR code will lead you to a browser. And you have the choice to click in and it will redirect to the HTTP. If you're a new user, you don't want to download applications, I would suggest you please download it one because it has the goodness and the advantage for that. Or you can just fill in your basic information by the chart as well. It's no problems. So this is, if you still have the questions, please type them in the chat box and our online teams will reply you. Okay, thank you. So now, if nothing else, so we can go into the next step for the quiz. For the quiz for the HPP presentation. So let's take a look. Yeah. Okay. So for the quiz part, going for the live. So here's our quiz, and we can go to start now. I will copy the list. I will tell you for the link and passcode inside the chat box. And please answer the go to chat it. Okay, the moment I log in from my own one. Thank you. Okay. This will be the link of the quiz. Copy. Here for the paste. And for the passcode will be copy and paste. So please go inside to choose for this quiz and we are waiting for you. Since you joined us, stay tuned, students. You're in first. And the first to join the quiz. Hope you will get the first prize as well. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad, and thank you, Mr. Amin, Mr. Khalid, Mr. Osama. Thank you very much. For today's questions, it's not so difficulty, as we say, for the access control part. Just the 3 points for the productive chat, for the productive features, and something about the naming rule. Okay, and you are very fast. Thank you. I see some of our old friends already familiar with our name already, like Mr. Hassan, Mr. Amin, Mr. Ahmad. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for every time joining us. As we see for the credits for the experience points, I already checked with our marketing teams and the starting for the from end of the week, so it will end with one batch by one batch because we have some accumulated ones previously. So also we pick them meeting system. We will give them like issue release for this point as soon as possible. Thank you for understanding. And thank you for your interest in this POE Face Recognition terminals. Oh, we say for 344, we say about the 342. We forgot to another number. The one actually we didn't show it out today for the 808. But that one is for the fingerprint terminals. We promote that devices in some of the countries. So according to the different regions, so maybe the customer have their different preference. Okay, thank you very much. We already have the 12 participants. So can we expect 3 more people? If we have 3 more customers, we can go to start for the session. The mouse is here. So anyone else, please join us. And if you didn't find a link, yeah, this is a figure. You can use the phone to scan this QR code. This code is for the quiz only, not for the winner. No matter you are the attendees, for the attendance today, or you will have for the quiz. You will always get the credits we will put inside the systems. We have already recorded. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.9. Anyone else? Okay, the code is always here, so we are just starting. So if any other customers you are interested for the card, so most welcome to join with us. Now we click on the start. And then let's see for the competitions. Hope you will get win. And let's take it. Let's go. The questions. Okay. Now, don't worry. I see. Maybe you're looking for the one. Maybe you're looking for the one who will put your one hike ID. But as long as you already scanned the QR code inside the PowerPoint, so we will find you because, to be honest, I almost knew all of your name from the list. And thank you very much. I will post the QR code again for the HPP checking. So the HPP, please assign it here. I'm gonna make the HPP bigger. So for the customers, please make sure you are already checking by the HPP. So put it here. So HPP please. So please check in your HPP and according to our names on the regions you will find it. So this is HPP, so you're very fast. Thank you. You're very fast. And also for the tomorrow, we will have the same topic about this Arabic language. Now, thank you very much for the high accuracy with the high speeds and high accuracies. It's really good. Come on. So for this QR code, please make sure you scan and join it already. So after you join, then we will find your information in the systems and find out for the winner. Wow, unbelievable. All answers are correct. All answers are correct. That's amazing. Thank you for the engineers for joining us with the very fast speed. And so come on, anyone, or any like image or the. Okay, we're done. Just wait for maybe around half minutes to finish that. To check if any, because still we keep on the considerations. Some engineers just start, or we still consider maybe for the 7 or the 8 questions. Okay, thanks. So, will anyone, because we see there is today's content, the 10 questions, and we already have the winner, the topper one, Mr. Hassan, thank you. So as the order, that's amazing. Answered all the questions correct. And also for the following, so like Mr. Colin and Mr. Ahmed. So that's very wonderful. So to give the followings, now it's for the 5:58. So we will finish at the 59. We still have the 20 seconds. So for the engineers, please carry out and starting your steps within the 15 seconds. Not because we see for the, according to the school, it's very amazing. With very fast speed and high accuracies. So you already have the good understandings and feeling or the knowledge, the professional knowledge about this product line. All right, now I think we can end the game. Thank you very much. You pushed the class accurate more than 70 is very good. So now we
going to the end. And thanks a lot. Thank you, engineers, and for your attendance and spend this 1 hour in the past times. All right, as we said, for the sport informations, we will put and updated information inside record and put up with the marketing teams to give out for the credits as soon as possible. All right, thank you very much. And for the teams online, yes, as we online team cities, well done and congrats. Thank you. See you next time. So for our big speaker, so please pay attention at tomorrow. Tomorrow at Dubai at 5 p.m. and due to the time differences, it's 4 p.m. in Iraq and so the Dubai 5 p.m. is our big session of tomorrow. For our big speaker, if you are interested in this POE, please recommend to turn down on this 344 and 342 and that's 808. Please join us for YouTube sessions. And if you are interested, please click follow for the Hikvision MEA Open Course. Hikvision MEA, this account, so you'll find our latest information, not only about the course, the open course, but other like marketing information as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you next time. For the English session, so next week we will have the video intercom at chat. Next Tuesday, we will introduce something about the intercom, like IP intercom and the two-way intercom, two-way and four-way intercoms at the next week for the English session. But our big session just at tomorrow is the same topic. And on the Friday afternoon, Dubai 4 p.m., we will introduce for the LED as well, the LED model. So we know some customers are interested in the LED. So for the models, how to do the installation, and for the CLP product, what's the key features and how to use that. So it follows us. Thank you.